We know about your online fight with Kathleen. Things got very heated. It must have hurt to have her insult you like that in front of everybody.
I never should have said those things. So I sent her some of my writing, you know, like an olive branch.
Hold on. You're a writer?
Yeah, man. I've written like tons of Class of 3001 fan fiction.
Can't imagine that Kathleen was too pleased.
But Kathleen liked my writing. She even asked me to help her finish her last book.
She asked you to help. So Kathleen's solution to writer's block was to outsource?
Yeah, but when Kathleen read my version, she decided she wanted to go in a different direction. But she said it did help her finish her book on her own. So,
well, it did. How? What exactly helped Kathleen overcome her block?
She told me she realized she needed to be more authentic. You know, get back to her original inspiration.
That is completely meaningless.
Well, what was the original inspiration?
Oh? You guys don't know?
The characters in Kathleen's books are based on real people.
And all of her stories were taken from her real life at West Side High, right here in LA.
Max, Jessica, Isabel, she didn't even change any of the first names. Did she have any original ideas at all?
Well, she changed the last names.
And she did have to come up with all that futuristic sci-fi stuff. I mean, trust me, that is not easy. I'm actually writing my own book about a forensic scientist who talks to ghosts.
You are? Tell me, what do you do when you run out of ideas?
Oh, I never run out of ideas. I've got way too many. My problem is how to choose.
Well, no need to rub it in, thank you.
So this author exposed all these people's dirty laundry? Sounds like motive to me.
I think Charlotte, Miss Richards is right. If someone saw the editor's tweet announcing another book, then maybe one of them killed her to make sure it didn't come out.
Ella. The main characters from the Class of 3001. If the book's going to reveal any secrets, it's theirs. These are our suspects.
Prom king, sex pot, cheerleader, bad boy, valedictorian, jock. One of these 6 degenerates has my book. Let's bring them in.
You know, all you have is speculation. Not enough for arrest warrants. And even if we did bring them all in, we don't have any leverage. Why would they admit to anything?
Well, according to superfan Ashley, Kathleen was rushing to get her book done in time to announce it at her high school reunion, which is tomorrow night.
Well, if all our suspects are in town to attend, give them opportunity.
And it gives us an opportunity as well to go undercover.
Oh, good. What are we waiting for?
Well, it's a high school reunion. Everybody knows everybody.
Unless you're Todd Cornwell.
Who's Todd Cornwell?
Exactly. Todd Cornwell, class loner, acne, Coke bottle glasses, whole bit. Went to college overseas, and when I stalked Kathleen's classmates online, Todd was the only one with zero social media presence.
Lucifer.
Ella, you
could go as Todd.
Yeah, no, seriously, look, he looks just like you.
Has all that masturbation finally caught up with your eyesight, Daniel? No one will believe that, even if I tell them I've had a face and body transplant.
Yeah, but it might be our only shot. I mean, I could go as your +1.
Oh, poops, hold up. Todd RCPDS.
Charlotte, is there any legal way to prevent him from attending?
Well, it's definitely not legal to distract Todd with, say, a bounty hunter. If anyone needs me, I'm going to be in my office.
Season 3, episode 15.
Not hearing the plan.
Let's say hot tub high school. Oh, high school.
Are you going to call Maze?
Gladly.
Whoa,
Research our suspects.
High school.
Enjoy.
Maze!
Ooh.
I'm so glad you're here.
Yeah, well, you seem pretty busy. I called a couple of times. Never heard back.
Yeah, I know. Work's been crazy.
Oh. I was hoping that maybe you found a boyfriend.
Boyfriend? Why would I? Definitely no boyfriend.
Really?
Yep, so single. So single.
Oh, in that case, I should totally set you up. I have just the guy.
Oh, that is so thoughtful of you, Maze, but you really don't have to do it.
Please, when I want to. What are best friends for?
I know, it's just me and blind dates.
How about tomorrow night?
Tomorrow night? Oh, shoot. I think I'm busy. Let me do this.
You're busy with the
Tomorrow night?
Benadryl? Huh?
No.
Whoa, that's
Mom?
boy reading.
Baby, what are you doing up? Get back in bed.
Dad, it's morning. I'm gonna miss the bus.
What? I've been up all night? Come on.
Dang.
Come on.
She been up all night. Just sad.
Where's the...
Tell me, did you come from a shooting star? One without a permanent scar, and then you missed me while you were looking for yourself out there.
Oh, wow.
You know, high school reunions are very popular torture in hell.
This is beautiful. You didn't even try to look like Todd.
Well, why would I do that? If I was Todd, I'd want to look like me.
Oh my gosh, look. It's Emily and Bo, Tristan and Jessica, and there's Max talking to Isabel. She is so not good enough for him, really.
What did you just say?
Max and Isabel, two of our suspects.
The prom king and the sex pot.
Oh, Lucifer, don't judge. There's so much more to these people than their stereotypes suggest.
Okay.
It's just...
Are you being serious?
Yeah, the books are much deeper than you'd imagine. The characters are so compelling and relatable and rich, and I mean, they're all here.
And one of them is most likely a killer.
Right. Okay, I'm gonna go sign this in so that we can finally meet so we can question the suspects.
What is happening?
Okay, so we each have 3 people to question. Let's figure out who's worried about Kathleen's book coming out.
Yes, and wherever it was the night of the murder.
Oh, yeah.
Are you even listening to me?
Mm-hmm.
No.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but focus, detective. I need that afterwards.
Right.
Wow.
Sorry. Oh my God.
What?
Lucifer.
It's Jessica.
That's sad.
Can you believe that sophomore year she hooked up with Tristan on the laser ball field?
Should I just say...
Don't worry.
Wait, guys. Because should I just say, Chloe Decker's hair looks good on her. Legitly. No, look at it, no.
Jessica's on my list.
Okay, so I'm the first one here. I'll just go have a drink at the bar.
Sure thing.
Linda,
Amanda, what are you doing here?
well, Maze invited me. I thought you wanted to talk after I stopped by yesterday.
Maze is setting me up on a blind date. What if you were my blind date?
Well, that doesn't make any sense.
Unless she knows about us and is trying to make us squirm.
And torture is her thing.
Yep.
Linda, this is Todd. Your date.
Hello.
This is blue lobelia. Native Americans use them to treat constipation.
Thank you. But what are you two doing here?
Double date.
Isn't this great? Yeah, no. Hi. Great.
Excuse us, Isabel.
Todd? Oddbod Todd? I'm sorry. You just look so different.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Wow. Do you have a British accent?
Well, I've had many accents over the years, but this one is clearly the best.
You're so funny and so hot.
I know. But I need to ask you a few questions.
Sure. Let's catch up. Can you believe Kathleen's coming out with another book?
Oh, I believe it. That bitch loved profiting off of us.
She sucks. And honestly, we're all just trying to move on.
Man, those books ruined our lives. I had to move to Maine.
Do you know what was in her last book? What sparked her final idea? The books are about you, correct? Oh,
So do you know what happens in the new book? Are there any big secrets that come out, or does Isabel actually get pregnant?
Who are you again?
What were you doing 2 nights ago?
We was at home doing a facial. I was with Tristan, I think. I mean, by the time I flew in, it was really late.
You're hiding something. And I think I know what. It's because you were with Bo and you didn't want Isabel to find out. But who cares what Isabel thinks, especially after what she did to you in chemistry class? I mean, do you realize you're still lucky to have your hand?
It doesn't matter where I was 2 nights ago. What matters is that tonight, we're together.
So, where were you 2 nights ago?
Let's go talk somewhere a little quieter.
Right. Yeah, talk.
You two have so much in common. Yeah, Linda, you're a therapist. And Todd, you're in therapy. Discuss.
Oh, you don't
I
have.
wet the bed.
It's more common than people think.
You're lovely. I'm so glad she convinced me to skip my reunion for this.
Most serial killers wet the bed.
I smell a love connection, don't you?
Let's crank this date up a notch.
Waiter.
Linda, this is getting out of control.
We just have to get through tonight. We can do it. So, Todd, any hobbies?
I make my own toothpaste.
Where were you 2 nights ago? Come on, Tristan.
I can't remember.
Well, try.
I told you, man. I don't remember where I was.
Tell me the truth now.
Okay, a couple nights ago, we all broke into the school pool. You know, just a little party before the party, you know?
Well, why is that a secret?
Because we didn't invite everyone. Well, you, for instance. I'm sorry, man. If we knew how cool you had gotten, we totally would have invited you.
So what you're saying is you all have the same alibi? Oh, wasting our time here. Where's the detective?
I dig you, Chloe. You're different. Too bad you didn't go to high school with us.
Yeah, that would have been great.
Yeah.
So, you were gonna tell me where you were 2 nights ago?
Is that really what you want to talk about?
Well, I would really like to know. Max! What are you doing? Who is that? We're talking. And what do you care? You cheated on Max with Tristan. That was 15 years ago.
Actually, I am still kind of pissed about that.
I'm sorry I cheated on you, but I only did it because I thought you slept with Emily.
I would never cheat on you, Jessica.
I know that now. I read 3001. It showed me how much you really loved me. You know, sometimes I think about getting back together.
There you go. Y'all can see my face right now.
What's going on here? Max, I thought it was gonna be just us. I'm not really down for a 4-way.
Make that 5. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm not down either.
Oh, so you were sleeping with Emily, weren't you? And then you bring this rando in here too? I'm not a rando.
I just met this lady.
Never getting back together. You didn't tell her about
Jessica,
us?
I randomly.
Yes, I know. That's what you said.
I never said anything like that.
Detective, none of these people killed Kathleen.
What? Killed? What?
Detective.
I have discovered that they all have the same alibi. They broke onto the campus 2 nights ago and had a party by the pool, didn't you? So, Kathleen's killer, not here. Look at me being the responsible one.
So that's why you're all acting so strangely.
Yeah. Sorry we didn't invite you, Todd, but you're not mad, right? You were hanging out with Kathleen anyway.
What? Todd was hanging out with Kathleen 2 nights ago?
Yeah, that's what he said in the email.
I did.
What? He was an awesome math tutor, now he helps me with my taxes.
Detective, I think I'm the killer. Apparently Mays took Todd to a steakhouse in Hollywood. It's not a place for a kidnappee, and for Mays.
What motive would Todd have to kill Kathleen? He's not even in the books.
Well, exactly. Odd Bob Todd's probably tired of being left out.
Oh, I should have thought of that.
Yes, you should have. But someone was making the case all about themselves. Slightly unprofessional, but I forgive you, Detective.
I know. I can't believe I let myself get so wrapped up in all of that. I think I was just trying to make up for all of the fun and teenage drama that I missed out on, you know? I didn't even get to go to my own prom. It's ridiculous, I know.
No, it's not.
And that's the best way to clean out an abscess, too.
How delightful.
I am so glad we did this. I have missed you guys. I mean, what's not to miss, right?
Whoa.
Okay, stop. That's inappropriate. We're in a restaurant maze. Who cares? I care. I mean, it just makes me uncomfortable.
Oh, it does? Well, does this make you uncomfortable too?
No. Maze, why are you acting like this?
Because she knows. You know, don't you? And you're torturing us. That is so incredibly mean.
I'm the one who's mean?
Exactly.
You're the ones who've been running around lying to me about this fling for weeks.
Of course we lied, Maze. Look at you. You have a tendency to overreact.
I do not overreact.
Maze, can we just calm down?
No. I will not take orders from some pathetic daddy's boy. Tell me, Amenadiel, is this the divine purpose your father said you're here for? So you can bang some selfish human.
Selfish? Selfish? All I do is listen to your problems. Everyone's problems. So yeah, for once, I put myself first and did what makes me happy. So sue me, or torture me, or better yet, why don't you just skewer me with one of your knives? But before you do, know that this wasn't some fling. That what Amenadiel and I found was completely unexpected, but 100% real.
You are my friend.
Maze?
LAPD, drop the weapons.
Yes, I indeed visited Kathleen 2 nights ago.
The night she was murdered.
Bro, she even deserved that.
Kathleen was murdered?
She ain't deserved
Oh my.
Oh my. This thing got dirt.
And you think I did it? Of course you do. The weirdo. The outcast. I'm used to people judging this book by its cover. That's why I swore off social media.
Everybody in
I still don't even know how Kathleen tracked me down.
Everybody in their feelings.
Kathleen tracked you down?
She wanted to discuss the final installment of her series with me.
Well, why would she talk about that with you? You're not even in the books.
Yeah, I was surprised too. Turns out not only was she going to include me in the final book, she was making me the hero.
Well, hold on, does that mean she let you read the book?
No. She didn't want me to read it yet. Kathleen was waiting for the reunion. She was excited about finishing it in time to show everyone there.
So you've no idea what's in there afterward?
The afterward? No. But she did tell me about the story itself. How it had a peaceful, grounded ending. No scandals, no insiders versus outcasts, just people finally understanding each other. The way she described it sounded beautiful.
And boring.
And not at all like the action-packed robot ending that the editor told us about.
That's not a new theory, Pruitt.
I gotta go make a phone call. Mr. Green. Hi, Detective Decker, LAPD.
Detective, how can I help you?
I was just wondering, did Kathleen ever talk to you about working with a ghostwriter?
A ghostwriter? No. Wish she had. Maybe she would have finished the book sooner.
Oh, I see. So she never mentioned a fanfic writer named Ashley Collins. He's a manager at an ice cream shop. I think the name's Scoop Science.
Actually, yeah, Kathleen did mention some sort of overeager fan who had invented some special flavor for her. Kind of creeped her out.
Yeah, this
Why are you asking? Is this actually a suspect?
Oh, well, I can't divulge any of that information at this time, but you've been incredibly helpful, Mr. Green. Thank you. In the mood for some ice cream?
Hello, Vincent. Looking for Ashley? Sorry to disappoint.
What are you doing here?
Drop the gun. You're under arrest for the murder of Kathleen Pike.
You lied to us, Vincent.
I called Ashley. He confirmed that the robot ending was his version and not Kathleen's.
That means nothing.
But it is suspicious, so I looked at traffic footage. You went to Kathleen's house the night of the murder.
A detective. Didn't he tell us he didn't go over there till the next morning?
Fine. Yes, I was at Kathleen's that night. If you had waited 5 years for that damn book like I did, you wouldn't want to wait another second for it either.
But once you got it, you didn't like what you read, did you?
I was horrified. She ended this series in the most boring way possible.
And you were worried about the sales.
We'd lose millions without the right ending. Ashley's.
So you and Kathleen argued over which one to use.
She refused to use the good version. So yeah, I threw her stupid typewriter at her.
But even with Kathleen gone, you knew that you couldn't publish Ashley's ending as hers. So you came here to tie up the one loose end.
Now tell me, Vincent. Kathleen's manuscript. Where is it?
I don't have it. I destroyed it. What? I couldn't let anybody read that pathetic joke of an ending.
I needed to read it afterwards so I could fix my problem, and now you're saying it's gone?
Lucifer, back off.
What did it say?
The afterword?
Yes! But how did she fix her block?
I don't know. She said inspiration came when she realized she couldn't go back and change what she'd done.
Well, that doesn't help me at all!
Lucifer, stop!
I'm never gonna figure out how to...
You okay?
No, detective. Far from it.
Maybe she be upset. And y'all still hanging out.
Remind me to never go on another blind date ever again.
Well, I don't know. I thought you and Todd really made a connection.
Okay, so I've been thinking.
Yeah.
A lot. Pretty crazy what Maze did.
All set.
But she was right. We never should have lied to her.
Yeah.
And I never should have lied to myself.
Yourself? What do you mean?
As much as I tried to tell myself otherwise, I knew what we were doing was going to hurt her, and I did it anyway. That's how much I wanted to be with you, Amenadiel. Look, you've made me happier than I've been in a long, long time. But
Long time.
I was being selfish. Mace is my friend. I can't be with you anymore. Not when it does this to her.
You know it's not fair for her to take this away from us.
I don't expect you to understand. But I don't want to be that kind of person. It's just not who I am.
I get it. I get it.
Actually, I do understand. I may have strayed from who I am as well.
And also, really,
So I guess this is it.
I guess so.
Lucifer, I'm here. Wanted to see me?
Yes, I wanted to check on you. That you were back to being the good detective.
The good detective?
Well, I like our partnership much better when you do all the work and I'm the fun, irresponsible one.
Oh, yeah. I did get a little carried away at that reunion.
Just a smidge.
You know, it made me realize something. All of that high school drama that I missed out on, the girly gossip, the hallway crushes, all those school dances, that's just not who I am. I like being the responsible adult.
Right. So you no longer desire any of that high school poppycock?
No.
Well then, I guess you won't be wanting this.
ooh.
Will you go to the prom with me?
Oh! My man did not just say that. Oh my god.
I can't believe you did this.
Who likes it? I like it.
Thank you, Lucifer.
I'm just glad you got what you needed.
But you never found that inspiration that you were looking for. Are you ever going to tell me what it is you were trying to solve?
It's complicated.
Tell me anyhow.
Very well. Long time ago, dear old Dad put a curse on a friend of mine. And I want to break that curse. Show my father is not as powerful as he thinks, that he can't control him. Or me.
Well, crazy metaphor aside, can I offer some advice?
Oh, please.
If I've learned anything from this experience, it's that it's better to move forward than stay stuck in the past. It's just like Kathleen realized. We can't rewrite history.
You can't. But maybe I can. Detective, you're a genius.
Thanks.
You've just given me my idea. All I need to do is go back and undo the reason it exists in the first place. Thank you.
God, my arm freaking hurt.
Once upon a time, there were two brothers, Cain and Abel. They fought, as brothers often do, over everything.
Stop, bro. Season 3, episode 6, toy.
What's that supposed to be? Are we shaking hands or holding spiders?
That's you and your brother pummeling each other over a pet rock. And here's you two scamps tugging on both ends of a snake.
It's not how it happened.
Well, artistic license, my friend. The point is that you were always at each other's throats. Until you fought to the death, you killed Abel, and became the world's first murderer. Now, the part where my father marks you cursing you to walk the earth for eternity, it's tricky to draw.
No, I've heard this one before. The ending sucks.
My point exactly. We all know how your story ends, but what if we change how it begins? What if you never killed Abel? What if we did this? Clean slate.
That's impossible. How would we do that?
That's simple. I shall fly down to hell, pluck your brother's soul, and drop it into a vacant body. This would make Abel technically alive and therefore not murdered, and you innocent.
Back up, my brother is in hell?
Yes, of course. In fact, he's our oldest tenant.
I know it. Do you know how many times I've tried to tell people? Abel is the asshat. No one ever believes me.
Right, can we just focus on my genius plan? If we bring Abel back to life, that would erase your crime. No crime, no mark, no curse. You'd be mortal and can finally die.
This one's good. Oh, this one's even better.
Yeah, a bit past the sell-by date, I'm afraid.
Wait till Abel wakes up in this body.
I never thought I'd say this. Let's slow down, Lieutenant. Time to lay down some soul-dropping rules, or what I think the rules are, at least.
You have done this before, right?
Not exactly, but based on a sample size of
I've never
one
seen
crooked
this
cop and one goddess, I can only drop a soul into someone who's recently died.
How recent?
The instant after death.
No Kane in real
You're
life
fresh
because
one.
he's right
How are
on
we
the
gonna
tip
find
feed. If y'all can see him.
There's been an explosion at a high-rise downtown.
Dang, I'm still recording, bro.
Oh, that's promising.
Excuse me?
He means that's a promising chance to question the witness at the hospital.
Yes, but loads of
Bro,
people on
y'all
the brink
still
of
can
death.
see, bro. Y'all
So you want to question someone who's unconscious and in critical condition?
The witness may recover. Have some info. Can't hurt to check.
I wanna hop on that by Michael.
Okay. We'll work the crime
Listen
scene.
to this. I wanna hop on
Lucifer,
that by Michael.
come
Y'all heard that?
Lucifer's coming with me this time.
Hey, well, that sound wrong. I got it.
Shall we?
Wait, I gotta get my because that look, yeah, and his name is Michael. I gotta hop on it like Michael. Bro, that's a good song. I gotta hop on it like Michael.
Bomb squad did their threat report, ruled it as a homicide, and handed it off to us.
Gotta hop on it.
Looks like the bomb came by messenger, and an assistant opened the package triggering the bomb.
Is that the messenger?
Yep. Rest in peace, dude.
We tried to track who sent it, but they covered the tracks. One thing we do know is that the assistant wasn't the target. The package was addressed to her boss.
Whoa!
Producer Alexa Lee, she just came in. She's pretty shook up.
All right, let's go talk to her.
Where
were you when the blast occurred? At home. My Tuesday session with Paolo, my Pilates trainer.
You have any idea who'd want to hurt you? Any past enemies, grudges, anything like that?
How much time you got? Come on, this is Hollywood. I get way more hate mail than fan mail. Did any one threat stand out at all? My assistant will know. Bree Garland. She deals with all my mail and... Oh my God, did Bree open the box? She's in the ICU, but we haven't heard word yet. Oh no, it should have been me. Poor Bree.
Bree Garland, she won't do at all.
Why not?
But how much do you hate your brother on a scale of 1 to 10?
1,000 infinity plus 1.
Right, well, if we pop Abel into a body this young, he could be stuck with him for another 70 years. That's a lot of quality time.
Copy, not her.
No, what we need is someone ancient, someone at death's door, someone...
Yeah, that's a good one for you. That's a good one.
Do not resuscitate. 97 years old. No next of kin.
Perfect, yes. We'll put Abel in this old coat. He gets a second chance at life, and you get your chance at death.
Let's do this.
Right. Enjoy the show, Dad. Any second now. Any second.
You sure you did this right?
Well, I know I grabbed Abel down below.
Did you put him in the right place?
Probably.
What do you mean, probably?
Well, like I said, I'm new to this, but where else would I have dropped him?
Did you screw this up?
I don't know. I mean, it's not like there's an instruction manual.
Lucifer, where did she go?
Okay, I see what's happened here. It appears I may have misplaced your brother's soul. But in my defense, what were the chances of this young lady expiring at the exact same time?
Tell me you didn't put Abel in her body.
So I made one teeny mistake. Yes, it appears that Abel is running around as a young woman, but the point is, we did it. Abel's alive. What matters is your curse is lifted, and you should no longer have your mark. So come on, so look.
Mark is still there, which means I'm still cursed. We failed.
He's a spry one, or she. No sign of her anyway. I mean, him. It's because his head's spinning, isn't it?
We need to find him.
Yo, we need to
Already figured out a plan B. Another way Abel can help remove your curse. What is it?
I don't know, but whatever it is, it has to involve Abel.
Right. Time to call the detective.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Hey, Decker, we broke Abel out of hell, dropped his soul into the wrong body, and lost him. Now he's on the lam in the body of the victim from your case. Also, I'm immortal.
Right, I need to get sleepy. Fine, we'll do this on our own, under the radar. Now, he's your brother. Where do you think he'd go?
I don't know, we're not exactly in touch. It's been a few millennia. You tortured him in hell. You probably know him better than I do.
I barely saw him, actually. I was more of a big picture kind of guy. The good news is I do know a demon or two. Come on.
Who knew a producer could have this many enemies?
Occupational hazard, I guess. Yikes, check this out. Look at that.
You're going to die.
I do believe we have a winner.
Hang on. Look at the G's. It's the same handwriting.
Sent a few weeks back.
You were upset about one of Alexa's movies, The Plunge? It's full of lies. If you want the real truth, read the Z prophecy. What is that?
Wait, Alexa made The Plunge?
Have you seen it?
A group of teens, they have to travel to the center of the earth, unclog this blocked up magma. Oh man, does it get intense?
Whoever wrote this letter wants people to read the Z prophecy. You know what it is?
Visionary Liam Wade authored the Z prophecy and a whole bunch of other conspiracy theories. Wow, seems pretty bonkers. Check out his manifesto.
Look. It's the same handwriting as the letters. Okay, we need to talk to him and find out exactly why he was threatening Alexa.
Crap. Old socks. Moldy leaves.
If it tastes so bad, why drink it?
Oh, I read that 5 doses a day help supercharge your memory. I've also tried meditation, Sudoku, a lot of broccoli. No recovered memories so far, just flatulence. I was hoping that you had some memory jogging techniques, perhaps some mental exercises that I could do, preferably while I'm sleeping, because that's 4 hours a day I don't need to waste just sleeping.
You do realize you can't win at therapy.
No, please, I can win at anything.
Let's start there. Your desire to win tells me you have a strong need for control.
Could we focus on finding my lost memories, because that's what I'm paying you for?
Well, I think we should slow down and focus on what you do remember. You say that you keep reliving the same thing over and over. Is it like, say, an endless, horrible loop? One you weren't even aware you were trapped in? I know this is scary, but it's where we need to start. In your hell.
No, that's the last thing I need, and not what I asked you for at all.
Okay, well, it's not really about what you think you need or ask for. I know you're used to being in charge, but I'm the expert here. You need to let me drive this.
Oh! Drive me crazy so that you can get me hooked on therapy and milk me for every cent. No thanks.
Oh God, Abel. You never forget your first.
So you'll help us find him then?
I'll tell you what I know so you can do your own grunt work for once. Did you know that Abel was the first soul in hell?
An infernal guinea pig, so to speak.
We all learned to torture by torturing him.
What'd you do?
Well, Abel would be out partying, and then...
You chill up. I don't walk like that.
Yeah, you do.
Yes, you do.
Why was I even there?
You were the star of Abel's hell loop. No matter what he did, you'd always show up and kill him. Over and over.
I was his torturer.
Whilst this is all very illuminating, Maze, how do we find Abel? Keep an ear out for someone babbling in Sumerian?
Oh, no, he speaks English. And all the Romance languages. Arabic, Mandarin. I mean, he's a little dated and his Hindi needs work.
Wait, what?
Me and the other demons would get bored, so we'd switch out the hell loop. Okay, it would always be you killing him, but different times, different places.
He was a fast learner.
So what you're saying is Hell made him multilingual and completely adaptable?
And we put him in the body of a young woman.
Smooth move, boys.
Hold on. If Abel's hell was constantly changing, then this may just feel like another hell loop to him. He may have no idea he's actually alive again.
Do you remember where he would start his loop?
Yes.
Do you know who he reminds me of? Total poonhound. You want to know where Abel is? Ask yourself, where would caveman Lucifer go?
Fancy a walk?
Believe in superstition. When you put me in, I get a premonition.
Ladies, let's be fruitful and multiply, huh? Allow me to bless you with my seed.
This nigga, bro. Be fruitful and multiply, guys. This man said, "Be fruitful and multiply." Ladies, it's all fruitful and multiply. You feel me?
Kill this nut job to put in a driveway. Right, Chloe?
Huh?
Chloe.
But sorry, I'm distracted. It's just
Yeah.
Pierce taking Lucifer. I'm worried that it's something I did or said or both.
Why? What did you do or say?
Well, you know what? Never mind. It's not Pierce. It's Lucifer. When he started here, no one wanted to work with him. And I spent all this time training him, and now that he's somewhat of a decent partner, Pierce just swoops in and grabs him. Lucifer doesn't even blink. It's not cool.
Right. Possessive much? Come on, I'm just giving you a hard time. So he's working with Pierce. Lucifer's still your partner. Why? What, do I got something on my face? Oh God, is there a spider? Is it still there?
It's not a spider. It's a sniper.
What?
Mr. Wade, please put down the weapon.
This is private property. Leave now.
Did you send this note to Alexa Lee?
You read my message. People are finally starting to listen.
Mr. Wade, we're here because of a recent attempt on Alexa's life.
Why do you think I would want to hurt Alexa?
Well, for starters, in the note, you said that she was gonna die.
Yeah, because she is. She's gonna die. I'm gonna die. We're all gonna die if we don't act now. I wasn't threatening Alexa. I wrote her a wake-up call.
About what?
Well, I'm glad you asked, ma'am. You see, our planet's magma flows are blocked. If that flow isn't released soon, big, molten apocalypse.
Right. I saw the movie.
And now you don't believe me, and that is the problem. The plunge made the prophecy into a joke. Her crappy movie made a mockery out of a very, very serious issue.
I don't know, man. I kind of dug the plunge.
Seriously? A jock, a nerd, and a princess save the planet? I mean, come on.
It was fun.
Look, I hated Alexa's movie, okay? But I would never hurt her. I actually kind of owe her. Because guess who has 196 more Twitter followers since the plunge premiered?
Okay, if you didn't attack her, then who did?
Alexa had a lot of enemies. Big aggro, big frack, the Bolivians, the Carnies.
Carnies. Okay, we're gonna need to search your property extensively. Look at the poisons on that one.
Bro, you.
This is the land of milk and honey.
Hello, Abel. I've been watching you, Abel.
I do not want to lay with you or any other man. It's not my thing.
Listen, I'm not hitting on you. You're a pawn, brought here by forces that you don't understand. Now I'm here to take you back to where you belong.
Does no not mean no anymore? I want one of these fine maidens to warm my bed, not you or any of the men who've been eyeing me like I'm some big hunk of...
Abel, have you seen yourself lately?
Oh. Are those bosoms mine? So that's why none of those men folk heard a word I said.
Doesn't all this feel familiar? Don't you sense what's about to happen?
Yes. Every time I seek out revelry, my brother arrives.
And what does he do?
He kills me. Over and over. And there's nothing I can do to avoid it. I've tried everything. Fighting him, running from him, all in vain. I'm trapped. I can never escape.
You're right, Abel. You can't fight it. But I may have a way out of this for you.
You want me to kill myself? Well, I've never tried that before.
How many more strip clubs are we going to search?
Why, as many as it takes. What would I, and therefore Abel, do next? Keep up the fun, obviously.
Well, we just spent the last half hour wandering past billboards of women's lingerie.
And your problem is?
Problems, plural. 1, no sign of Abel. 2, we have no idea what we're going to do, even if we find him.
Well, speak for yourself, negative Nelly, because I think I've worked out exactly what we need to do.
Wait, you have?
Yes. Well, Dad's an old school kind of guy, right? Eye for an eye and all that. You killed Abel, so in order to make things truly even, Stephen...
Abel has to kill me. It doesn't make sense.
So, which way do you think you're headed? Once you finally pop off? Pearly gates or blazing inferno? It'd be ironic if you went to all this trouble just to end up in a hell loop.
I'd never punish myself like that. Hell is all about your own guilt torturing you, right?
Right.
Well, my conscience is clear.
Oh. Killing your brother isn't the kind of thing you just shake off.
Listen, Abel wanted to kill me just as much as I wanted to kill him. Why do you think he's in hell? I'm just the guy who won the fight.
Hello? Where would I, and therefore Abel, go next? Wherever she's going.
Result from our samples came back. Liam told the truth. No trace of explosive compounds on the farm or much else.
Unless you count all the turkey jerky he was hoarding for the apocalypse.
Bolivian crime organizations. You're not taking Liam seriously, are you?
Okay, don't laugh, but I've been looking into some of his theories.
Ring of evil carnies, I'm calling it.
All right, Ella got back to me with her bomb report. It was made from fertilizer that's banned in the US, but guess where it's still being used?
Bolivia? No way.
Yeah, so I took a closer look into Alexa's company to see if I could prove a Bolivian connection. She's got a lot of international financiers, which is pretty normal nowadays, but I highlighted the Bolivian ones.
Guess there was a grain of truth in Liam's craziness. We should cross-check that list with the FBI and DHS.
I already did. These names are linked up to the Bolivian drug cartel. This is my contact from the TSA. One of the Bolivian contractors landed in LA this morning. Wonder what he's doing here.
I know you can do it, Abel.
Hey, who are you? How do you know all of this?
No! That's her.
What are you doing here?
Where'd he go? I mean, where did she go?
I don't know.
I told you to stay out of my way.
And I told you Father Curse came for a reason. You actually thought that I would just sit around while you two idiots were raising Abel? I've been following you, Lucy. So reckless even by your standards.
Well, I think it's rather brilliant, actually. Using the wings Dad unfairly punished me with to undo another one of his unfair punishments.
You seriously not realize just how dangerous it is to anger Father? Have you also forgotten that he took away your devil face?
Precisely my point, brother. I've got nothing left to lose.
Oh, don't be foolish, Lucy. There are so many things that Father can still take away from you.
Again, with the fear-mongering for the nth time, I'm not going to just take Dad's abuse. Cowering from him is your jam, remember?
You know what? It's not you that I am trying to prove my worth to. So think what you will, do what you will. I'm gonna find Abel and send him back to where he belongs.
Oh, so we're just gonna let him leave so we can get our way later?
No. Next time we'll be ready.
Bad news. That guy? Bolivian cartel hitman.
What? The Bolivian cartel wants to kill Bree. Why?
Don't know. There's no keeping this from Decker anymore.
Fine. I'll let you tell her.
Okay.
Okay. That's it?
Well, you're not going to tear him a new one. Come on, I've got much worse for much less.
I'm not going to yell at my boss, even if he lost our witness twice.
Oh, because you got a soft spot for him.
Because I'm not an idiot. Look, you're the lieutenant. You call the shots. But the next time you want to steal my partner to tail the target of my investigation, you want to clue me in first? Before it turns into a public gunfight?
Deal. Next time. You said target. Are you thinking the bomb was meant for Bree and not Alexa?
Well, maybe the Bolivians knew that Bree always opened her boss's mail, used it as a misdirect.
Well, I still don't understand. Why does the Bolivian cartel want a Hollywood assistant dead? Did she neglect to pick the pistachios off their quinoa salad?
Well, that's the missing piece. So we should find out what Alexa knows. If I can have my partner back.
Of course. I'll track down Bree. I need to find him before...
You mean her?
I need to find her before the cartel does.
So the bomb wasn't for me. Well, the intended target was your assistant, Bree. Have you heard from her lately? What are you talking about? Bree's in the hospital. She fled from the ER. No one's heard from her. She could be in a lot of danger.
I guarantee she is.
Well, how's that possible? I was told she suffered fatal internal injuries.
Yes, well, you could say she's like a new man.
Oh, well, thank God. But we need to find her. We're doing everything we can to make sure she's safe. What? Oh, yes, of course, that too, but I need her back so bad. Do you know what it's like to have someone take away an assistant you depend on? Yes, I do, actually. I mean, I am seriously lost here without her. I don't even know how to call out of the office. Do you know how? So you have no idea what kind of beef these Bolivian associates of yours may have had with Bree?
I don't. Bree is fluent in Spanish, so she dealt with those investors directly.
And you didn't think to vet them at all before you went into business with them?
Have you seen the films I make?
I can't afford to be picky. Someone offers me money, I take it. Right, well, I'm going to need to see any documented interactions you have with these investors.
Absolutely. They're in there. Oh, right. Only Bree's fingerprint can unlock it.
Bree installed a biometric lock on the file cabinet. Seems a little paranoid. What did she have to hide?
2 recent incoming wires for 50 grand each, both from South American Bank.
Bingo. Shady side business with the Bolivians it is.
So Bree was embezzling from that useless boss of hers. Who can blame her?
Does loyalty mean nothing to you? Alexa gave Bree her first job in Hollywood. She trained her. You don't just ditch that the minute some big-armed, blue-eyed, toned Bolivian drug lord comes around, okay? You don't. Dan, if Bree bolted from the ER, maybe she left some things behind, like her phone.
Mm-hmm. Which could hold proof to her connection with the Bolivians. But that's good thinking. I'm going to check on that.
Okay, thanks. All right, I'm going to see if Pierce had any luck finding Bree.
Oh, well, he wanted any luck. He's got something far better than that.
Decker's right. You're cute. But I mid-bounty, and I just got a lead. So if you don't mind.
Lucifer told me to tell you this is exactly the opposite of what Amenadiel wants.
I'm in.
Great. How do we find him?
Well, your brother's a predictable one. He always runs to food or boobs. Usually boobs.
That's how we found him the first time. Now he has boobs. That might change his itinerary.
That's right, I totally forgot about that. Yeah?
Just tell me how we find him.
Well, every now and again, the sucker would do something I never saw coming.
Hello, Kane. And goodbye. Just like that.
Yes! Oh, finally! Slay you before you slay me! Oh, ashes to ashes, you bastard!
Enjoy it while it lasts, Abel. How do you know my name? What does that supposed to mean?
Thanks for the heads up.
You said you wanted to die. Make up your mind, Cupcake.
Mark is still there.
Please don't. No! Please, just make it quick, King. Please make it quick.
No. I need you alive so you can help me die.
Wait, what? This has to be a trick. You always kill me.
That was when you were in hell, where you spent the last few millennia.
Maze tortured you in the afterlife. Your punishment is to get killed by me over and over.
That's right. You were trapped in a hell loop, but now you're out.
You're alive, brother. Turns out Abel killing me didn't remove the mark.
Mm-hmm. Right, yes, I got that from the whole you still being alive of it all.
So much for making everything even, Steven. It's now time for plan C.
I didn't realize we had one.
We don't. But we'll think of something.
Okay, and how is bringing your she-brother into the precinct going to help, much as I'm enjoying his basic instinct routine?
First things first, we have to make sure the Bolivians don't kill him.
Bree, I'm Detective Decker. This is Charlotte Richards from the DA's office.
Miss Garland, do you confirm that you're waiving your right to legal counsel?
Yes. Woman, I will waive whatever you want me to waive.
Lieutenant said he had noticed some PTSD symptoms, so we should just kind of roll with it if we can.
Don't take this lightly. Miss Garland, it's a big decision.
Not as big as my flock. Do you know how many sheep I possess? Enough for 2 wives. Enough to feed our offspring and our offspring's offspring.
Come get this!
That's right, Tim. Is it me or is your plan going down in flames?
It'll work.
Well, as impressive as your flock sounds, let's get back to the deal.
The terms are simple.
you share all the information you have on the living cartel in exchange for immunity.
And the full protection of the LAPD.
Yes, to whatever those words mean. Now, let's discuss who is going to lay with me first. And don't you want to read the terms of the deal, at least?
What for? I've been told you're very wise. I trust you.
Just like that. You're going to let us drive this, just completely give up control.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't that scare you?
Not nearly as much as the place I just escaped. I would do anything to avoid returning to that hell. If you'd been there, you would do the same.
Charlotte.
Yes, sorry, we're good.
Great. Great. Okay, Bree? Mm-hmm. Come on, coming with me.
You smell good.
Well, so much for her being released into your custody.
We can't let him spend too much time with Decker. She'll figure out something's going on.
Let me see what I can do.
It's time for you to go home, Mabel. It wasn't easy for me to track you down, but you're not getting away from me this time. What the?
Me and my punching bag. Look familiar?
Mazaki. What are you doing here?
What does it look like? Keeping out of Lucifer's way.
I don't want to fight you, Mazaki.
Who cares what you want?
So you worked here for 2 years. Still not ringing a bell?
No, but your backside is...
Oh, you poor forgetful thing. Thankfully, all we need is your fingerprint.
Well, my finger goes wherever the lady tells me it goes.
Hey, Dan, do you have any luck finding Bree's phone?
No, because guess who collected her stuff from the hospital? Alexa.
That's odd.
Yeah, right? So I dug deeper, looked into her Pilates alibi. Get this, her class is actually in the morning. She rescheduled that day for 2 p.m. exactly. It's like she knew to be out of the office.
She knew the bomb was coming.
Who knew?
Alexa.
What, the Bolivians warned her? Why? Put it on speakerphone.
Okay, maybe the Bolivians were working with Alexa, not Bree. Maybe Bree found out what they were up to and wanted to blow the whistle.
Well, that would explain those incoming wires in Bree's account. Cartel tried to pay her off. Silence her.
And when the nice way didn't work, they tried the not so nice way.
Well, hopefully the proof is behind drawer number 1.
Wait a minute. Why would Alexa send us straight to the place where we find proof of her crimes? Makes no sense.
Unless it's a trap. Bree, wait! Don't move.
Alexa knew Bree would need proof to turn her in, so she must have rigged the file cabinet that contained it. We walked right into a trap. If they move, the whole thing blows.
Call the bomb squad. Decker, you need to get out of their stat.
I'm not going anywhere, Lieutenant.
What do you mean you're not going anywhere?
You need to get out of there now.
Don't worry, I'm staying right here.
Oh, woman, your loyalty touches me.
What happened to you're the lieutenant? You call the shots.
There is an innocent victim glued to a bomb.
Innocent victim is highly debatable.
Lucifer, Bree was trying to do the right thing. It's why the Bolivians and Alexa want her dead. I'm not leaving.
Oh, my flock is your flock, this I swear.
Okay.
No. Opposite of okay.
If you're gonna stay, Decker, I can talk you through defusing it. Safer than waiting for it to blow up before the bomb squad gets
Wait a minute. Whoa. Chloe, think about this, okay? Think about Trixie.
I am thinking about her. And I'm also thinking that Bree's a daughter, too.
Come on.
So, what do I do now? What, cut all these wires willy-nilly?
Damn movies, no! You have to get into the box and disconnect the trigger and very carefully remove the blasting cap.
This is madness.
Then toss it as far as possible.
If you wanted to toss an explosive, that sounds safe.
If the cap goes off away from the charge, it'll be harmless.
Lieutenant, I understand why your priority is to save this young woman, but I will not let you endanger the detective's life in the process.
He's not endangering my life. I am choosing to be here, and if you're not going to help, you should probably just leave.
Well, we both know I'm not going to do that. I'm your partner.
Okay, good. Listen to me. I'm gonna need both my hands, so please come help me. Okay, hold this. Use this and, all right. Got the blasting cap. Okay. I think that means you can take your thumb off now.
And don't tell us where you want to put it next.
Up your butt! That's where I'm gonna shove this. And then I'll press the button.
I don't even understand why you're so angry. So what if Linda and I got together? You dumped me. Remember?
No, it's not about that. It's about the betrayal. The dirty, sneaky lies.
When will you understand that we were trying to protect you?
And when will you understand I don't believe you?
All right. Fine.
Well, come on! Come on! It's no fun if you just stand there.
It's about as much fun as watching you break Linda's heart, I'd say.
Even this, you had to ruin.
You can't punch him. You can't yell at him. What can you do to a minute ago, bruh? What can you do, bro? Because he can slow
You're
down
able to
time,
lift
so you
Alexis'
can't punch
prints from the
him.
explosive.
Ah,
Can't
sounds like enough to arrest her for murder.
Can't punch him.
And get her to flip on the Bolivians. Apparently she was using her movies to launder money from the cartel, and that's what Bria was trying to expose.
Can't hurt his feelings.
I mean, I had the perfect title for the plunge too. Too deep to plunge with the number 2. Each time
It's
instead
a
of
word.
word.
Yeah, I get it. It's funny. Yeah. So, I just wanted to say thank you again. Couldn't have done it without you. Like,
Without me, you wouldn't have been in danger in the first place.
I'm sorry about last time. I'm a bit of a control freak.
Ah, really? I hadn't noticed. So, what's changed?
Well, I realized that you're right. You're the expert. And I should trust you. And as scary as that is, there's something much scarier. I wake up. Smell coffee. It's nice. I have breakfast with my family. We're happy. At peace. And then a man walks in and shoots each of them dead. And I know this man because he's somebody that I represented, and I know that he should be in jail, but he's not. Because of me. I just smile. While my family is killed. I don't move a muscle. Because I'm the reason that it's happening. I'm the reason that he's free. And then I wake up. It's a new morning. I smell the same coffee. Pour the same cereal. And then someone else walks in and shoots my family. This time it's a different person. Someone else I set free. And chest. It's mine again. And I die inside again. Over and over. I don't know what it'll take to stay out of that place. I'm trying my best, but I don't know if it'll be enough.
Well, it's a very brave start.
I don't believe in Satan, but he believes in me.
Thank you for saving my life, Kane. Suppose we're even now.
Yeah, this is still there.
This whole time you've been in a kind of hell too. You still are. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry too, brother.
Your face is still the face of my torturer.
Fair enough. I guess we still need some space.
That we can agree on.
Well, that was quite civil, actually. I know I promised to help you end your curse, but I'm afraid we need to dissolve our unholy alliance.
Why?
The risk is too great. I mean, I don't mind putting myself in danger, but the detective, if she died, it would have been my fault.
But you're the devil, you always keep your word.
I do. So I hope you understand how difficult a decision this was. And yet, oddly the easiest I've ever made.
Well, I'm not done. Abel's how my curse started, he's got to be the way it ends. As long as he's alive, I still have hope.
I've decided to take myself out of the spotlight. My father's spotlight, to be exact.
So, no more killing Pierce to get back at your dad.
Correct. I mean, that whole Mark of Cain thing was so dreary, so nihilistic. There are far better ways to spend my time.
Oh?
Yes. Well, I could brew my own artisanal beer. Take a nude painting class. Buy that pet shark I've always wanted.
Maybe you're taking a step back because of the bomb scare that threatened both you and Chloe.
Don't be ridiculous. We're in the line of fire every day, Doctor. I mean, it's all part of being heroes for the people.
Don't get me wrong. If the bomb was God targeting Chloe for your defiance, then maybe it's good that you're quitting.
But quitting is a strong word.
I'm just saying, sometimes we push boundaries we shouldn't and cause rifts with people we care about. It's only fair we take our share of responsibility in a conflict, even if the other is somewhat irrational, demonic even.
Indeed. Nothing wrong with dousing the flames of contention.
Exactly.
Right.
Maybe even apologize.
Well, let's not go crazy. But perhaps I can stop poking the bear that is my father. Get off his radar for a bit, you know? Mellow out.
My eyes closed. I'll see y'all next one. Alright, I'll see y'all.